I'm just seeing darkness.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I want you to just be with that darkness.
Okay.
I want you to feel that darkness. And I want you to begin to navigate through that darkness. Imagine what it would feel like to navigate through that darkness with total confidence. What impressions do you get as you walk through it?
It's like pitch black, but it's almost like I'm inside something.
If you knew, what are you inside of? What is this place?
I'm just hearing the belly. Maybe I'm in the womb.
Mm-hmm. Good. What do you feel like when you're in there?
I'm feeling unsure and kind of tense.
Mm-hmm. And what does your mommy feel or say when she finds out that you're there?
It's as if the feeling is mutual.
Mm-hmm. So she's feeling unsure and tense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what does your dad feel or say when he finds out that you're there?
Kind of expressionless. He
Mm-hmm.
paints on a smile, but you can tell it's not really a smile.
Mm-hmm. And how does that make you feel knowing that your dad has no expression, is
Um,
faking a smile?
yeah, it's kind of like I'm in the wrong place.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to advance a little bit more as you're getting a little bit older and something is happening now. I'm going to count to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll be there. 1, 2, 3. What's happening?
I'm a little girl.
Well, we're going to go back into the womb. I want you back into the womb. I'm going to
Okay.
count backwards, and I want you to be in the womb when something is happening.
All
3,
right.
2, and 1. What's going on?
I feel I feel like I don't want to be there. I feel a lot of despair.
Yeah,
I feel shortness of breath.
yeah.
Um, my stomach is in a knot,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I'm in the wrong place.
Mm-hmm. And I want you to think about this when you feel like you're in the wrong place. What are your physical reactions?
My stomach's in a knot.
Mm-hmm. And when your stomach is in a knot, what are your emotional reactions?
I feel kind of panicky
Mm-hmm.
and um and a deep sense of grief,
Mm-hmm.
sadness.
Yes, and when you feel panicking and you have this deep sense of grief and sadness, what are your mental reactions?
Um, get me out of here.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to think about these feelings when you feel like you're in the wrong place. You get a stomach getting into a knot. You feel panicky, deep sense of grief and sadness.
Yeah,
You say, get me out of here. How is that now affecting you as an adult? What does it make you do?
makes me feel shut down.
Mm-hmm. When you feel shut down, what does it prevent you from doing?
Living life.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Very good. So listen, I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and it's going to be the moment of your birth. Right before, as your mother begins to get her contractions, and I want you to feel everything. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening? What is your mommy feeling?
can hear her screaming.
How does that affect you?
I feel like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yes. And notice what position you're in physically.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like in a tube almost that's decompressing,
Yes.
It's pushing
Yes.
on me.
Yes.
My head,
Yes.
my being. I
Keep
feel like
going.
I'm being flattened out.
Yes. And how does that make you feel?
Like I can hardly breathe, like still tense.
Yes. Keep going. What happens next?
So I keep hearing her screaming. She's angry.
What is she angry about?
The pain,
And know that now, knowing that you're causing her all this pain, how does that make you feel?
not too excited to come into the world.
Yes. What happens next? Notice as you're coming out, what do you notice first?
Well, I'm seeing light. Um,
How is that affecting you when you see the light?
it's a welcome change. It's
Yes.
like stepping out of something dark and dreary
Yeah.
and compressed to I can
And who do,
breathe again.
good. Who do you see? Who's the
A,
first one
nur-
you see?
a nurse.
What does the nurse say when she sees you?
It's a girl.
How does that make you feel?
I didn't know what she meant. I didn't know what she meant. I just was looking at her and she's got one of those old-fashioned nurse hats on,
What happens?
starched.
So I want you to feel your body. What's your body feeling as you're in this bright light now with this light?
Vulnerable. Very vulnerable. I feel wet, cold,
Yeah.
vulnerable.
Yes. What happens next?
There's just a lot of commotion going on. I think they cut the umbilical cord. There's a couple of nurses. So it's just like a lot of stuff's happening all at once, and I'm just trying to get acclimated to where I'm at. And
Yes.
and they take me away, and it's in the same room, and I think they're putting me on a scale, and
Yeah.
they're just doing things with my feet and wiping me all off and then bundling me. It's just like feels procedural,
Yes.
feels kind of cold,
And how does it feel being ripped away from your mommy?
confusing,
So I
very
want you to
confusing.
notice when the first time that you're with your mom. When does that
What?
happen?
When
What happens when you see your mommy for the first time?
she starts crying,
What kind of
both
emotions are you getting from her?
she's exhausted,
Yes.
she's looking down at me and she looks lovingly at me. Um, and she's glad to see that I'm okay, that I have 5 fingers in each hand and 5 toes. It's just she's just exhausted, but I could see that she was happy. So it was almost like food for me. I felt good in seeing and feeling that.
So I want you to take a moment and speak with your mummy's soul. And I want you to explain to her how you felt inside of her, how all of her emotions were affecting you. Talk to her.
Yeah, I just felt like I was in the wrong place, like I really wasn't wanted or needed, and I didn't want to be there. I felt like I made a mistake.
What does
And
your
call
mommy
me.
say? What does your mommy say back?
She said, "We're sorry."
She didn't know that affected you.
No, that's what she said. We didn't know.
How does that make you feel?
Better.
So I want you to ask your mommy to give you that feminine energy, that divine feminine energy that she was supposed to give you at the time of birth, but she was too exhausted. She was too confused. This is your birthright to receive that from her. Tell her that you need that now. You need to
I
feel
need, yeah,
complete.
I need to feel complete. I need to feel your feminine energy
Open
and
your
love.
arms and receive that now. Take it. And you'll notice that behind her is her mom giving you the energy. And behind her is her mom. And her mom behind her. And her mom. And her mom behind her. And all of those women, all of your ancestors, giving you that divine feminine energy that was yours. It was meant just for you. Just like breathing. And notice how that feels to be connected with all of the women in your family.
Feels wonderful. I just feel one with them.
What do they tell you as you're here on this earth now, as a baby?
They're welcoming with love and open arms.
Very good. Very good. So now that you have that, I want you to see the first time that you see your dad. What happens when you see your dad for the first time?
He had so many emotions all at once. He was
Feel
he
them.
was
What kind of emotions are they?
he was very excited, very happy to see me. I could feel he was ready to cry, but I could also feel a lot of fear behind the smile. Just new daddy vibes.
Yes. Yes. I
Yeah.
want you to talk to his soul, and I want you to explain what you felt from him when you were there. That he didn't have any expression, that you felt confused. Tell him whatever you need to tell him about your time in the womb.
Yeah. When I was in the womb and I saw your expression, I didn't feel the support from you and mom. I didn't feel welcome, or I felt like I had made a wrong turn into the wrong womb or something. I just didn't feel like I was meant to be there, and I didn't know why. Now he's telling me why.
What does he tell you?
It's because of his relationship with my mom.
Can you forgive your dad?
Yes, I forgive my dad.
So I want you to take a moment now and tell him the same thing you told your mom about his divine masculine energy. That because of that, you didn't receive that. You felt that you perhaps weren't welcome. And you need that
Yes,
from him now.
yes, Dad, I need that from you now. I need your divine masculine energy.
Take it. And as he sends you that energy, you'll see behind him his father, and his father's father, and his father, and his father behind him. and his dad. And you see all of the men and that lineage sending you that divine masculine energy. And you could feel what they say to you. You could feel it in your heart. What do they tell you?
First thing I'm hearing is, we're so proud of you. We love you.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So now that you have that masculine and feminine energy, we're going to complete your birth. I want you to find with your hand the umbilical cord, that energetic umbilical cord that's still there. And I want you to wrap your one hand around it, and I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and with the other hand, you're going to cut that cord. Tell me when you're ready. You ready?
I'm
1,
ready.
2, and 3. Cut it. And now breathe on your own. Take your first breath without her energy. And as you breathe, you've disconnected from all of those fears, all of that anxiety, all of those emotions that did not belong to you. Notice how that feels.
I feel like I can breathe again.
Mm-hmm. And now that you can breathe again, you'll remember why it is that you chose these two as your parents. What was the reason that you chose them? What did you need to learn from them?
My mom was, there's something about her she has a free spirit, bit of a free spirit.
Yes.
She's, she had a very hard beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But she had this imagination, this wisdom, and this imagination, and this sensitivity.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she was an artist.
Mm-hmm.
She saw the world through a different lens that she created for herself. I guess it's like a safe place.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She had this innocence about her
Mm-hmm.
as well, childlike innocence that was beautiful.
Yes.
I
Yes. What about your
wanted
dad?
to learn about these qualities that she possessed. My
Okay, good.
father, not getting anything from father.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to notice on a bigger picture why your soul chose to come into that life. What was your mission?
I'm hearing to love and be loved.
Mm-hmm. Very good. All right, so now we're going to disconnect from that memory. And I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, allow your soul to take you to wherever it is that it needs to heal, to that next memory. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you? How old are you there?
I'm in my crib.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What's happening?
I'm sitting in my crib. I'm leaning up against, like my back's up against the crib. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sitting down and I'm looking at the other end of the crib. It's a wooden crib. It's got a decal of, looks like a bunny rabbit with a basket with
Mm-hmm.
flowers and stuff in it. And I'm
Yes.
kind of rocking back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Notice how you're feeling there.
I'm trying to,
Yes.
I'm trying to forget something, put
Mm-hmm.
myself in another space. I'm
Yes.
kind of like trying to alter my reality, kind of space out, kind of check out,
Mm-hmm. So notice as you rock what that's doing for you.
calming me down.
Mm-hmm. So as you're doing that, I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1. And you're going to go to the moment that created this anxiety, that made you have to rock. 3, 2, 1. How does this all begin? Where are you? Yes. Where are you?
I'm in my father's bedroom.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm seated on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happens next?
He's touching me and places he shouldn't be touching me.
Mm-hmm.
He has a strange look in his eyes, like it's not my dad. I'm just seeing a strange look.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I don't know what's going on, but I know it's not, I know it doesn't feel, something's off, something's wrong, something's not right, something's off.
Yes.
And I,
What happens next?
I'm frightened. Um, I see him standing over me on the changing table, putting a diaper on me and putting me in the crib.
Mm-hmm.
Like he does it in a hurry and almost in a panic, and then set me in the crib.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So listen carefully. I'm going to count backwards again, but this time we're going to confront him. 3, 2, 1. What's happening? Go to the moment where he takes your diaper off.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I want you to look into his eyes.
Okay.
And what do you see?
I don't see him.
Okay. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. Let me speak to the one that is there, who's actually doing this to you. I want you to give them your voice. 1, 2, and 3. Switch. You there. What are you doing to this child?
Feel so
Yeah.
cold.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Tell me who you are. Are you male or female?
I feel so cold.
Yes, yes. Who are you?
I'm I'm here to take what's mine.
What is yours? Are you talking about this child?
Yes.
Who is she to you?
No one.
So why are you saying you want to take this child if she's no one to you?
Because I want to control her.
Okay. And how is it that you control her?
By making her think that I can.
Mm-hmm. So you're using her father to control her?
Yes.
Someone she trusts?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what do you get out of this?
Satisfaction.
Mm-hmm. Why is it that you need to take a child and scare her in order for you to get satisfaction?
Because it's easy.
Mm-hmm. Do you do this a lot?
Yes.
Just with her or with others?
Others.
Mm-hmm. So today you've just taken advantage of her father to get to her.
Yes.
Have you done this before to her?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So tell me, what is it that you've taken from her that is so valuable?
Her free will.
Mm-hmm. What happened to your power that you need to take others? What happened to you?
I was banished.
Mm-hmm. And why was that? What did you do?
I was banished because I wasn't good to people.
Mm-hmm. Who banished you?
Seeing this being uh,
Mm-hmm.
was kind of a had like a green light around
Mm-hmm.
him. Um,
Yes.
he had a crown on his head. He
Mm-hmm.
had authority. He is powerful.
Mm-hmm.
He banished me.
Who was this ruler that banished you?
I'm hearing King Arthur.
Mm-hmm. So what happened after he banished you? What happened to your body?
I was imprisoned.
Mm-hmm.
I was shackled.
Yes. You lost all your power there.
Yeah,
How did you die?
starvation.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to go to the moment when you died. Where did your soul go?
It's weird. I see it leaving,
Mm-hmm.
but I see something else attached to it.
Mm-hmm. What is
Like it,
attached to it?
what's attached to it? Ugh, ugh,
Mm-hmm. Was it something that attached to you while you were in prison?
yes.
All right, so let's talk to that thing that's attached to it. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. Let me speak with it. 1, 2, and 3. You there. Why have you attached to this man? Are you trying to hitch a ride with someone? Is that it? Are you lost?
Yes,
What happened to you?
I died here too.
I see. But you see, both of you, when you died, you should have gone to the light. Why didn't either of you go to the light when you died?
We were cast out.
You were cast out, but you were never cast out from the source, from the creator of love, from the pure love. You were never cast out of there. You were only cast out of your own kingdom, and that was a man. Why would you foolishly not go to the light, thinking that you have been cast out of heaven?
We were afraid.
Would you like me to help you now?
Yes.
All right. So I want you to find within you that spark of light, both of you, and tell me when you find it.
Yes.
That spark is a spark of your soul. This is a spark that's connected to the source, to the divine love. I don't want you to make that light bigger and bigger, and tell me what happens as you make it bigger. What do you feel when you get it bigger and bigger?
Oh, immense love.
Immerse yourself in that, both of you. And the one that is attached to the first one, I'd like for you to go into that light. Disconnect from him.
Okay.
And now the one that has taken over, her father. I want you to feel now the contrast of this pure, loving light, this love, and what you have been doing to this child and to her father.
Oh,
Do you see what you've done?
yes.
All you have to do is ask for forgiveness. There is no judgment in heaven. That pure love will always accept you. What do you say?
Please forgive me. Please forgive me.
Baby Laurie, can you forgive him?
I forgive him.
Can you see that what he wanted from you was your light?
Yeah.
What he didn't have inside?
Yeah.
So I want you to go ahead and allow this soul to disconnect all of his energies from you. And I want you to demand that he give you that light back that he stole from you. Tell him to give it back.
Demanding that you give me my light back, all of my light.
Take it back. Take back your innocence. Take back everything he stole from you.
Taking back everything you stole from me.
Release it. Release his energy. And allow him to go into the light. And tell me when he's gone.
He's gone.
And now as you're vibrating in that energy that is yours, I want you to look into your father's eyes. And notice what happens to your father now.
He seems dazed and confused,
Mm-hmm.
kind of out of it.
Yes. So you have gotten back your power. You have
Yeah.
gotten back your innocence. And I want you to go into your heart. And I want you to send your daddy that beautiful green light that comes from your heart. Send it to him. Send him your love and your innocence. And notice what happens to your daddy.
He's playing.
Mm-hmm.
Got a smile on his face, and he's pretending to do a little dance with me.
Mm-hmm. And now you could see that it wasn't your daddy that you were upset with.
Yeah.
What does your daddy say to you now that he understands what happened? I want you to connect with his soul. What does Dad say?
He didn't want it to happen again.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't have happened again.
Yes. And I want you to see the purity of his words.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So now we want to put something into that space that was touched. What would you like to put into that space? You could put flowers. You could put beautiful things in there. What would you like to put?
Flowers sound really nice.
Mm-hmm. Fill that space with beautiful flowers. Knowing that now, when you interact with someone, this place just blossoms with flowers, fragrance, love, happiness. It's not a place of shame. It's a place of love and power. And how does that feel?
Beautiful.
Wonderful. So I'd like for you to go ahead and do a scan of your body from head to toe and notice how that body is feeling now. I want you to focus on your throat, on your lungs, on all of your organs, your limbs. How does that body feel?
Feels good.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So now I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, allow your soul to take you wherever it is that you have information that will help you moving forward in this life. 1, allowing your soul to guide you. Relax. 2, going deeper. And 3, you're there now. Are you indoors or outdoors?
I'm outdoors.
Mm-hmm. Is it daytime or
It's day.
nighttime?
It's
Daytime.
daytime.
Mm-hmm. Where are you?
I think I'm at my uh, Aunt Alma's house.
Mm-hmm. How old are you there?
I'm about 5.
Mm-hmm. What's happening?
We went there for a visit.
Mm-hmm. Yes, tell me more.
We used to go once a year for about 4 years when we lived closer to him.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular trip we went, it's like my Aunt Alma, Uncle Marty, and my parents were gone, but there was a babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is the babysitter male or female?
she's female.
Mm-hmm. Notice how you feel when you're with her.
I feel like I'm seen, like somebody really cares about me
Mm-hmm.
and I'm seen.
Yes.
And I ran away from her, but she ran after me and asked me what was wrong. And I just bursted out crying because I never had that experience of somebody just really caring
Mm-hmm.
and genuinely caring about my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And it hit me that I never experienced that before with my parents.
So take a moment and just enjoy the moment. Just feel what it feels like to be seen, to be loved, to be cared for, to be totally yourself. Notice how that feels, what happens to your heart.
It was like I had this longing that,
Mm-hmm.
and that she fulfilled that longing, even though it was just for a moment.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to notice that you received from her a gift.
Yes,
It was like a little golden nugget.
it really was.
And just like we place money in escrow when we need it, we're going to use this little golden nugget that she gave you and put it in your heart. And just like anything, we can make it grow. I want you to feel like what it feels like to make it even bigger, to be seen and have full confidence in yourself. That when you walk into a room, you're there. No apologies. That you have this inside of you. That you don't need it externally because it's yours. You can activate this anytime you wish.
I went to activate it.
Mm-hmm. What would you like to use to activate it? We could use a beam of light.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. What color is that light?
It's like a gold and white light.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to use a high frequency and let's activate that. Just breathe it in. Notice how that has affected your body as you've activated this.
I can feel it in myself.
Mm-hmm. So anytime you feel like you're not being seen, you know that you have this within you. And you've been going around your life almost without mirrors, without seeing yourself. And now this gives you permission to look at yourself and activate this and see yourself and
Yes.
expand yourself. This little golden nugget gives you permission to see yourself for the first time and love yourself. Knowing that you don't need permission from anyone else. What do you see in that mirror?
see a loving, kind being.
Mm-hmm. I want you to feel from her who she truly is. And I want you to step into that mirror and feel what it feels like to have those authentic emotions, to love and be loved authentically without a permission slip, just being yourself. And now that you've gone into that, we're going to take you to another time in which you had full power, full confidence, using those gifts that empowered you to help others. I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and you will step into that moment in time where you had full confidence in your gifts. 1, 2, feeling yourself in that body. 3, 4, and 5. Where are you? What's the first thing you notice?
Um, I'm just seeing light around me.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. Take a moment and just submerge yourself in that light. Feel yourself in that light. What does that light feel like to you?
Mm, feels like a high vibration. Feels
Mm-hmm.
really nice.
Yes.
Feels loving.
Mm-hmm. Communicate with that loving vibration. Everything has consciousness.
Okay.
What does it tell you?
I'm here to create heaven on earth.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard.
Yes. So what is it about that high vibration that allows you to create heaven on earth?
It's 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 so much love.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm not doing it alone.
Mm-hmm. Who
It's
who is she doing this work with? Who helps her? Yes.
I'm I'm hearing source energy.
Mm-hmm. So this high vibration loving light is source energy. Is that
Yes.
what it is? Mm-hmm. Very good. So I want you to remain in that high vibration. And before coming to Earth, there was a purpose. This woman was meant to come here to help others. And right now, she's in a position where they're asking her, what does she want? What is it that she is meant to do now moving forward?
I'm just so I'm supposed to be here at this time of
What's happening here at this time that her energy is needed?
evolving consciousness, part of part of the
Yes.
work here. It's up to her.
It's up to her. But she has run into some darkness. She has created portals which have brought in positive and negative things as we consider it. What are her abilities? What is it that she brings with her to raise this conscious, to evolve this consciousness?
So it's
Yes.
alchemists.
Alchemist. She's an alchemist?
Yes.
So in this lifetime, what is she using alchemy for?
It's to help her with her own consciousness.
Okay. So she tells me that she is sensitive to solar flares. Is this part of the evolving consciousness? Or is it just something physical?
It's a part of the evolving consciousness.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about that? How is it that our sun is affecting the consciousness on Earth? What is contained in these flares? Yes, go deeper. Go into the flares themselves. Immerse yourself in the flare. What is within this energy?
It's the higher vibration of light coming onto the planet. It helps to strip away the darkness, the lower frequencies, the lower vibrations.
Is this happening individually or on a massive scale?
Massive scale.
So what happens to the darkness when it's stripped away? Does it dissolve? Does it go away? What happens to it?
It's a personal choice. It's free will.
Yes.
It's information. It's coming.
Okay.
Higher awareness allows them to
Yes.
relax
Mm-hmm.
into it, into a
Okay.
higher level of consciousness and a higher state of being.
So as the Earth is being hit with the solar flares, with this high consciousness, if you have darkness within you, how is that affected?
As the vibration,
Mm-hmm.
the frequencies rise,
Mm-hmm.
then the darkness, the darkness, it's difficult for the darkness to stay.
Okay. So it's like shining a light on it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So what can be expected in the future as more solar flares are hitting the Earth? Because Pramila is very, very susceptible, very sensitive to it. How can she face these solar flares without being affected?
She's open to them,
Mm-hmm.
so she gets the most out of them.
Okay. Will she be doing anything with this high vibrational energy? Yes. Or another question, how are they affecting her right now as we speak?
Some solar flares no longer bother her because she has evolved.
Okay. Okay. So as the person evolves, they don't affect them that much. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Now she's been in hiding recently. What do you tell her about that?
She knows she has a choice,
Mm-hmm.
and she knows that there's a limit on time here.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's already done something which she hadn't done before, was to look in the mirror and see that beauty within her. Looking forward now to the future, how will that be changing her future life? Relationships, people she meets.
Yes, she's very eager to meet people and make connections.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So look, going forward now, she's not going to need to meet people to be seen because she's already seen herself. She'll be walking into relationships with confidence in herself, not needing approval of others because she's got that within her in that little golden nugget. So knowing that she's going to move forward now in life with a different type of attitude, with a different posture, with a different way of being. Notice the types of people that will be coming into her life now. What do you notice?
Mm. I'm making friends easily with
Mm-hmm.
um, a couple of women her age,
Good.
having fun
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very
and
good.
romance, the
And
future.
romance. Very
And
good.
yeah, man in the future.
Very good. Now, I know that when she came to this session, there was a lot of talk about bringing back higher wisdom and knowledge from previous lifetimes. Does she need to go into any of those lifetimes now? Or do you feel that we've done what we needed to do today?
So it's talking about, so I'm creating this new world
Mm-hmm.
within
Yes.
with Ra. This is something source energy wants me to do.
Mm-hmm.
I have started, but I was not able to see because I became afraid that I
Mm-hmm.
would make mistakes
Yes.
because there's going to be trials and tests
Mm-hmm.
over this. And Ra said that it would help, but I'm in charge of the laws, and there's going to be, and I said, well, the laws are going to be like it's always been, as above, so below.
Yes.
And he said there will be a few storms that you'll have to weather,
Mm-hmm.
and talking about the my ray of light team.
Yes.
And my ray of light team are making pyramids to put one on top of the new world, and then another pyramid that's upside down below the world to catch those that are not meant for this new
Mm-hmm.
earth.
Mm-hmm.
It's a kind of a way of weeding out those that uh, have not, that are not ready yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I had like 4 hour session, 2 2 hour sessions, and I see the planet. It's so green and so lush, and there's no animals though. There's no fish, there's no animals, but they want birds.
Mm-hmm. And where
Uh,
is this Earth? Is it a different dimension?
it's yeah, it's a fifth dimension.
Mm-hmm. So no animals, just birds.
Just birds to plant the seeds.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Tell me more about this new Earth.
The inner will be for those that are transitioning.
Mm-hmm. Inner Earth.
Inner Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Ra went into detail of that,
Mm-hmm.
and I had asked him about what I included. I had included higher dimensions that are like connected to this fifth dimension for higher learning, almost like even though it's fifth dimension, you can help yourself to higher dimensions very easily for insight, guidance, higher learning there, and with the higher beings of light and energy there. And there is a place where you can, I guess it's a place where you can quantum jump. It's
So let's do that now.
okay.
I want you to just take a very deep breath and just allow yourself to relax, letting go of anything. It's almost as if you were just relaxing any tension in your body,
It's
in your
just the
mind.
energy's so high.
You can relax within that energy. Now just allow yourself to just vibrate within that energy. And there's going to be a door in front of you. And I'm going to count from 1 to 3. With each number, that door in front of you will open and you will step through and you will quantum leap into that place of knowledge with your guides, leaving your conscious mind on this side of the door. 1, the door begins to open. 2, and 3, step on through. You'll have a different body in this place. You'll be in a different place. Where have you gone to receive this information?
To receive what information?
The information that you need. It's higher knowledge.
Source energy.
I want you to be in there, in that high energy. Notice what you look like when you're vibrating within this light.
I'm a light being.
Who assists you when you have a body?
What?
Who assists you when you have a body? Are you always connected to this source energy?
Yes.
Very good. So I want you to make this source energy almost like a cable. Coming right into this body. Notice where the cable is connected in your body.
Through my crown chakra.
Very good. So as you see this cable being connected to Premila's body, you could see the flow of energy and information coming through source energy.
Yeah.
You could see that it's effortless for her to receive this information. There's nothing for her to do, as she is always connected. She's connected to knowledge and information. What information or knowledge does she need today? Yes, what does she need to know?
She needs to stop doubting herself.
Good. What happens when she starts doubting herself?
She cuts off the flow of information.
Yes. Yes. It almost reminds me of someone who gets in the car and wants to go someplace, and yet they start slamming on the brake, cutting off the flow of everything that's flowing that makes the car go.
Yes.
So when she is connected and starts living her life without doubting herself, where would that lead her?
To know that she can do whatever she wants to co-create this new planet.
Mm-hmm. Good. Is that the message for today?
To know that this life is hers and she can do what she wants with it.
Mm-hmm. She's unstoppable, isn't she?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Good. Anything else?
She has the power to love
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
change
Mm-hmm.
the vibration.
Very good. So with that, I'd like for you to go ahead and walk right back out the door once again, knowing that her body is always connected to this source energy. And as you walk back out the door, I want you to bring with you all of those gifts that you've acquired in all of the different lifetimes as an alchemist. And I'm going to count from 1 to 5. With each number, you'll be waking up more and more. When I get to number 5, you'll open your eyes with complete control of your mind and your body. And 5, wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over.
Mm.
Welcome back.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
You're welcome. Just a few little tears, that's all, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
No.
Did it make sense?
Yes. Oh, I feel so good.
Good.
Wow. Feel light as a feather.
That's great. That's great. You had a lot weighing you down, a lot of stuff that wasn't even yours. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you
Yeah.
had, mom, dad, all that stuff.
All that stuff.
Incredible. So, do you want to publish this then?
Sure.
Okay, good. I'll take out some of the things, but yeah, we'll leave that in there.
I trust you.
Okay, good. So, how long do you think this was? Did it feel very short to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now we are at, can you see it?
Wow. Yeah. Amazing.
How long did it feel to you?
Like not even half that time. It was,
Quick.
yeah, it felt fast. Very fast. Yeah, it felt
Yeah.
great.
Well, the good thing about it is that you already have had so many experiences, you know? You
Yeah.
are so connected already. That's why towards the end, I mean, some of that stuff you already knew. You just needed to really reinforce it. But, the stuff that's from childhood, that was a little bit different, you know?
Yeah.
You needed to work with that stuff.
Yes, I'm so grateful to you for that. I'm just so grateful for
All
all
right.
your guidance.
Good. If we're going to publish it, what do you think the whole theme was?
Live your life the way you dream it. It's your life. It's your dream, right? It's your creation.
Oh,
Okay.
let me just tell everybody if we're going to do this. If you want a session with me, just go to my website, albaweinman.com, sign up for the newsletter. It comes out once a month and it will tell you when I have sessions available. So, anyway, with that, thank you all for watching. Until the next time, much love. Bye.